Hello, welcome everyone. Today let me explain you one problem related to simple and compound interest. The problem is this: find the compound interest on 10,000 rupees for 12 months at 10% per annum. If the interest is compounded, there are three bits are there: annually, half yearly and quarterly. If the interest is compounded annually, what is the find the compound interest? Similarly, half yearly and quarterly, you have to find the compound interest in three cases. Let me find out first annually. Your first bit is, if the interest is compounded annually, let me write in short. Principal is 10,000 rupees. Rate is 10% per annum. Time is 12 months. 12 months means 1 year. 12 months means 1 year. Interest is compounded annually. So you know that for the first year, whether it is simple interest or compound interest, it remains the same. So interest here only 1 year. If the interest is compounded annually and time is 1 year, only once you have to find. You know that P 10,000, R is 10, time is 1 year by 100. 0, 0, 0, 0 cancelled. You will have 1,000 rupees. So first bit is done. This is very simple. First bit, compound interest is, you can write compound interest is 1,000 rupees. For the second bit, principal is 10,000 rupees only. Rate 10% per annum. Time is 12 months, 1 year. That means 2 half years. When the interest is compounded half yearly, in 1 year there are 2 half years. In 1 year there are 2 half years. So what you have to do is, you have to find the interest for the first half year, then interest for the second half year, like that. And remember children, if you take 1 half year, then rate also should be per half year. Or if you take for time half year 1/2 year, then you can keep 10 as it is. I hope it is clear to you. Here we can write rate is 5% per half year. Okay? Now, let us find interest for first half year. Interest for first half year is 10,000. Half yearly interest is 5. 5% per half year I wrote 1 by 100. Okay? 5% per half year. Interest for first half year is 2 zeros cancelled, so that you will get 500 rupees for the first half year. Then principal for second half year is, you know that amount of the first half year will be principal for the second half year, that is 10,000 plus 500, that equal to 10,500 rupees is the principal for the second half year. Now let us find interest for second half year. So interest for second half year is, principal for the second half year is 10,500 and second half year is half yearly interest 5. For the second half year 1 by 100. You will get 5 5 is 25, 505. 525 rupees you are going to get. That is the interest for the second half year. So what is the compound interest here? Compound interest in this case is, let me write, compound interest equal to, there are two ways. One is final amount minus principal. Otherwise, interest for the first half year, interest for the second half year. If you add up also, you are going to get the compound interest equal to 500 plus 525. That gives you 1025 rupees is the compound interest in the second case. In the first case, when the interest is compounded annually, compound interest is 1000 rupees. When second bit is when the interest is compounded half yearly, compound interest we are getting 1025 rupees. Now third bit, when the interest is compounded quarterly, let me do it. Okay, same principle written down. Time is 1 year, 12 months. How many quarters are there? Quarter means 1/4. Here, time equal to 4 quarters or 4 quarter years. 4 quarter years. Here rate equal to 10/4 per quarter year. Per quarter year. 10/2 means 2 2s are 2 5s are 5/2. So for each quarter year, rate will be 5/2% per quarter year, and for one quarter year, how we have done for half yearly, we have to do. Okay. Now I am doing first interest for first quarter equal to 10,000. R is 5/2. Time is first quarter 1 by 100. Can't I write like this? 100 we can write here. 2 zeros cancel. 2 1s are 250s are. You are getting 250 rupees. 250 rupees. So interest for first quarter is 250 rupees. Now let us find principal for second quarter. Principal for second quarter is 10,000 plus 250. You will get 10,250 rupees. Now this is the principal for the second quarter. Let us find interest for second quarter equal to 10,250 into 5/2 into 1 by 100. Okay? 1 0 I am cancelling into 0. Cancelling 10 by 2. 10 into here we cannot cancel. 5 1s are 5 2s are. You will get 1025 by 4. Divide 4 2s are 8. 2 2 4 5s are 20. 2 5 4 6 are 24.10. 4 2s are 8. 4 5s are 256.25 rupees is the interest for the second quarter. Let us find principal for third quarter is 10,250 plus 256.25. You will get 6 5 5 times 0 1 carrying 3 2 5 10,506.25 rupees is the principal for the third quarter. Again we have to find the interest for the third quarter. Let me find here interest for third quarter equal to 10,506.25 here into 5/2 1 here 100. Okay, so it is becoming complicated. Only you see by 2 we'll do this. By 100 means decimal will move 2 places this one. What I do, let me multiply this by 5. 5 5s are 25, 2 carrying. 5 2s are 10 to 12, 2 1 carrying. 5 6 are 30 plus 1 31 1 3. 5 zeros are 0 3. 5 5s are 25 5 2. 5 zeros are 2. 5 1s are 5. Okay. After here 2 places by 100. After 4 places decimal by 2. Let me 2 2s are 4. 2 6 are 12. 2 2s are 4. Here decimal is there. 2 6 are 12, 2 5s are 2 6 are. That means 262.66 I can write. So interest for the third quarter is 262.66 rupees. Okay. Now let us remove. Interest for the first quarter is 250. I am keeping here because no space. I think this is not. Interest for second quarter is 256.25. Interest for first quarter is 250. Second quarter is 256.25. Interest for third quarter is 262.66. Okay. Now interest for the fourth quarter, we have to find total 4 quarters. Principal for the third quarter is this. Complicated one, 4 times you have to do and decimals you are getting. So naturally it will be complicated. So interest for fourth quarter is not, first that you have to find the principal for fourth quarter. Principal for fourth quarter is 10,000, that is amount after third quarter. 10,506.25 plus interest is 262.66. 6 plus 5 11, 1 carrying, 7 plus 2 9, 2 plus 6 8, 6, 2 plus 5 7, 10. 10,768.91 is the principal for the fourth quarter. Now let us find interest for fourth quarter. Interest for fourth quarter is 10,768.91 into 5 by 2, 1 quarter by 100. How we have done here? Let me do like that order. Okay. Let me multiply 5 1s are 5, 5 9s are 45, 5 4 carrying, 5 8s are 40 plus 4, 44 4, 5 6 are 30 plus 4, 34 3, 5 7s are 35 3, 38, 5 1s are 5. Here 2 places by 100, after 4 places by 2. That means 2 2s are 4, 2 6s are 12, 1 8, 2 9s are 18, 0.2222 and so on. So you are going to get 269.22 rupees is the interest for the fourth quarter. 269.22 rupees. Now so for the first quarter this is the interest. For the second quarter this much. For the third quarter this much. So therefore compound interest is, and we are doing the third bit now. Compound interest is all these we have to add. For the first year, for first quarter, for the second quarter, for the third quarter and for the fourth quarter. All these you have to add. 269.22. 5 plus 6 11, 12, 13, 1, 3 6 9 2, 11, 1, 7 2 9 9, 18 8 1, 6 5 11, 17, 23, 2 2 4 2 8 2, 10 to 12. That means you are going to get 1,238 2 to 4 to 6 to 8 to 10. That is 1,038.13 rupees. This is the compound interest for 1 year when the interest is compounded quarterly. I think addition is wrong, right? Okay. So when the interest is compounded yearly, we got I think 1000 rupees. When the interest is compounded half yearly, we got 1050 or something. Now when the interest is 1025 you got, and when the interest is compounded quarterly, you will be getting 1038.13 rupees. I hope this particular problem is clear to you. Okay? Thank you.